Hey, there we go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Nordic Misery Simulator. Let's go. I remember what we were doing. Let me pull up chat on my phone real quick, and let's also plug in my phone because the battery is slowly dying. Phone? You want to connect so I can read chat? No? No? There we are. There we are. Okay, cool. Yeah, alright, cool. Alright, what are we doing? Hey, Luden, you don't do nothing. You never do anything. The prince was acting even more standoffish than usual. You and Ivor have caught him staring ahead and twisting the ring on his finger over and over. I used to do that. He also quietly stands nearby. Glad to be headed home? Luden turns to the two of you and offers a polite smile. Even after that chasm, would it surprise you if I said no? Kind of, my guy. I thought you hated being so far from Arborang. Is there anything you actually like? Yeah, I thought you hated being so far from Arborang. Life on the trail hasn't won me over, but it's not all bad. It's even possible that I've learned a few things about leading people while out here. You, Ivor, and Yosa are stunned to hear the prince talk this way. I've grown up in comfort and trained with scholars and fighters. I've never known anything else. Saying stuff like that won't make you any friends in this caravan. But that's just it. Among these clansmen, I've seen the differences. I think I understand them a bit more. What we plan to do is understanding. If we make it to Arborang without being slaughtered by the dredge, when we make it, I'll talk to the king about my ideas for sharing information. Advisors learning from craftsmen learn from advisors. You've never seen the prince this animated, but then his face falls. I just don't know if the king will appreciate my knowledge. You also will agree, my father's not what you would call open-minded. The king's a hard man, has to be, but his son is his weakness. Luden glares at her, but the archer only smirks. Can you tell me about the king? I suppose, but there's not much to him. He's king. He draws a hard line on nearly every topic. Talking to him is much like being told what to do. In fact, that's exactly that. I used to think the same thing about my father, sometimes. This isn't about being his son, you see. Kings usually have to make tough decisions and stick with them. Maybe someday you'll see why. I know, I just don't think he'll care for my ideas on treating with Pez commoners. What would you like to be called? We're people, Prince, even you. You have a charming way of humbling me. Yosa rolls her eyes. Luden. I feel like there's more. Like this character doesn't get enough, but I feel like there's more to him. But we're just not getting it. He rarely shows up. Just keep an open mind about your father, the way that you'd like him to have towards your ideas. That's something I've never considered before. I'll think on it. As Prince Luke and Yosa walk away, you feel Ivor watching you. What? When did you become full of sage advice? Since I started listening to you? God, don't start making that my mistake. Alright. Alright. We have 29 days of food. I think that's good. A group of 24 humans, thin and dirty, step off the rough path to let the caravan pass. Please, the young girl says, anything to eat? Her mother, eyes averted, pulls the girl by the arm to silence her. You can join us if you like. Worried glances are exchanged among the group until a man says, better than us starving out here on our own. Well, there we go. Once you cross the Ormsa riverbed, the wind ceases to cut through the humid air. Darkening sky lets loose its rain, and soon fat drops of water turn the dirt path into sinking mud, slowing the caravan. Cloaks are pulled overhead, and children and animals are wrangled near the carts. I was hoping to avoid visiting this part of the kingdom for at least for a few more years, Prince Ludin says. At least others have had the sense to abandon this cesspool. As arrogant as he sounds, he's right. There are a few signs of life around you, yet you still feel like you're being watched. The lowing of the usually quiet yaks indicates the lowing. Oh, I think that means like lowering its head. Indicates the beast's difficulty pulling the cart. You're up to your knees in it when a scout comes to you. Found some stone markers that leads us to a few paths of solid ground over there. Lead the way. Caravan changes course slowly, but you soon see lone stone markers. Some of the sticks are tied around them. The caravan picks up speed over the lumps of packed ground until a child screams. Why is the child screaming? You rush back to the boy being pulled out of a hole in one of the mounds you crossed. Inside, you see blackened, wrapped bodies buried only inches beneath the bog. You're walking across a burial ground. Get everyone moving, Ivor says. There's a chance that we make it out of here without anyone knowing we were here. That seems fun. All around us shouts a man near the edge of the caravan, and we're stuck in the mud. Cragsmen have encircled you. What the fuck's a cragsman? The leader steps forth and shouts, there's no price but blood for crossing through the land of our dead. You wanna talk, buddy? As far as attempt to form ranks, you rush forward in diplomacy. Arrows are lit at the field around you, sending you back almost immediately. However, your attempt encourages those around you. Alright, combat. Everyone says the whole bog seems to move with the approaching cragsmen. No one comes to you with any clear plans. You look down at your lines. And silently I wish all of your fighters and Vrol courage and strength. Alright, let's go. Why would I ever not have either? No. I don't like how... Who was it who left to go to the fucking crows? I don't remember. But whoever it is, they cringe. Mogan. That was it. Mogan is cringe. And we always hit the mage because you never know. The fact that I'm getting these and I can't use them means I should start leveling people. Like a lot more than I currently am. But, you know, food. Because it costs 13, I have 18. But look at him, he can fucking level up. Choose a second ability. You know what, fuck it. You ever get Tempest or Forge Ahead? I'll give him Tempest. Fuck it. Yeah, I need to start leveling people more. Like, I'm doing well with... They have bears. I'm doing okay with 5, but, like, you know, I could do with more. His armor absorbed it. God, that's cringe. That's cringe. The armor absorbs it all the time. Okay. I mean, fair enough. That was not a smart idea on your part. I would argue that was kind of stupid. Really? I thought you attack Ivor, because Ivor's kind of, you know, kind of bleeding. Ivor be kind of bleeding. You sure you want this, sir? Let's just throw hands real quick with Mage. I could have got the kill there for him, honestly. I don't know how much levels count for the Mage, because I don't know if it ups his magic damage or not. It might?
Baldringer's flame welcomes endless war. But why?
That's what Alette sounds like? Placed upside down on the ground, the petrified roots of the giant tree reach toward the sky. All the Vral, including Ivor and Hakon, have separated from the caravan temporarily, giving Baldringer's Godstone a wide berth. The giant's presence is missed as you continue to feel watched. Hello, do you know about the Baldringer? Not much, but enough, the Skald says. These flames symbolize Baldringer's love of fire and war, and the first being the means of the second. When the Vral were dominating humans in the first great conflict, it was Baldringer who gave the losing side fire to combat the giants. You hold up your hand to halt the storyteller, listening through the rain for anything that might be following you. Hearing nothing, Alea resumes, holding the gaze of his audience. Humans praise Baldringer. I keep saying Baldringer for the gift of fire, but the god only desired more war. He points toward the distant shapes of the Vral. When the giants and humans found peace, this godstone fell from grace. It looks to continue keeping the land scorched. Perhaps its shadow can still kill. Patrol the area. You and a few others slink away from the mass of clansmen and soon come upon unsuspecting cragsmen waiting to ambush a caravan. Well, that was based. Based. No Veraldo. Ah, god damn it. Oh, we in trouble. Alright. You. You know what? Luden, get in here. It is not worth leveling a bunch of you. Oh, Overwatch. Knocks an arrow and waits. Any enemy who moves within her bow's range is struck. Except against multiple... Yo. Yes. Yes. Based. And she can learn... Resist armor damage. Or regen armor. Or resist health damage. Or crit. And I gave her a point in avoid armor attack. Let's do crit chance of her. Because ideally, she's never going to be like in the firing line. Because she's a goddamn archer. I can give her level 6 stuff now. She currently has 20% crit chance, which is just really good in general. 2 to all challenge though is also really good. Let's keep the crit chance on her. Troll stones. Character pulls up the stone shards out of the ground to block the path of enemies. The shards block movement, and the force of their rise deals 1 strength damage to all adjacent tiles. Yeah. I don't have to renown. Alright, never mind. Hey, Smoking, you alright? You know what? Let's just have everyone here. Hey, hello, you right? This is a strategy RPG. The archers have to be like 5 feet from the opponent to even attack. This is sadly true. This is unfortunately true. What ability do you have? You have the same ability, knockback. Alright, well, we don't really need that here, so just stab the hoe. There we go. We call that based. Based on what? Don't worry about it. You see, because this is a fight without Vral, so we are playing low damage numbers. Rook and Odd Life, depending on the choices, can end up a thing. And you took out my man in the first game. I figured they could have, but you know what? You know what? This is how life is. Sometimes you don't get what you want. Sometimes you do not get what you want. Smoking, are you as well still balked about Nation stream time from that brief period where it seemed like he was streaming an hour earlier? Oh, you mean, well, you guys just changed stream times on me? Or stream times, change your fucking actual time on me and make it my fault somehow. It was just random fucking lightning, dude. For all over here, your stream seemed like it was an hour later, and I've adjusted for that, hence why we show up like 20 minutes late. Yeah, I've noticed. I have indeed noticed this. You'll get used to it eventually. You guys will get used to it eventually, I promise. Although now you don't need to because it's been, you know, undone. Fair enough. Man, I miss Roll. Man, I miss having Roll in the party. I was gonna say sorry I haven't been on stream as much. I've been dealing with pretty bad migraines and stuff. I mean, fair enough, quite frankly. The UK is weird. Decided to wait 2 weeks to change the clocks. That's because we do things normally. Because we're good people. We're good, smart people. How does clocks determine that? I don't know, but it has. Having killed or run off the cragsman, you return to the remaining clansmen at the Godstone. Grabbing your belongings, your foot hits something in the mud. You reach down and find a small skull with a yellow ribbon through the eyes. You toss it in the bag without another thought. Why? But why? The rain finally ceases, but the wind picks up. You squint into the gust and have a clear view of the vast plains ahead. Doesn't seem to be much out there, Ivor says. His tone conveys a wonder and concern in equal measure. Grunda. The ground shakes again, enough to cause the yachts strain at their leads and panic. Out here in the plains, with nothing but open sky above, you feel remarkably vulnerable. Only a few trees around and no mountains, Hakon says in a weary tone. Looks like we only have to worry about the ground opening up beneath us.
Grundar almost looks forgotten by the rest of the world. Maybe those who live here have forgotten the rest of us too.
Maybe. They riot every football game, so anything normal about them is cancelled out. Well, that's because you guys don't riot. You don't get those football riots. You guys are boring. What can I say? In a field just outside Grundar, the caravan spots several creatures you assume were myth. I believe it. Are those? Two horseborn hold simple bronze weapons and stand guard over a few others who look wounded, unable to rise. The size of the caravan makes them nervous. I have to get a closer look. Fuck's a horseborn. Me too. The two of you advance a few hundred yards, showing every sign of respect and pace. Number of clansmen push closer to. Oh, centaur boys, let's go! The male horseborn stomps a hoof repeatedly. The female tail whipping brandishes a javelin. Damn, the caravan is scaring them. Go tell the archers to put down their bows. Olive looks irritated at having to leave the horseborn, but she does what you say. You slowly advance and point. My name's Alette. Your friends look hurt. The two standing horseborn exchange a look, the female snorting and shaking her mane. You help? His voice sounds strained and his mouth moves uncomfortably around the foreign words. Yes, help. You wave to Ivan, who approaches slowly but confidently. The female looks agitated and speaks in a long stream of consonants. The male responds to her and turns to you. Help Roek and the others. I'll try. This is certainly a first. The standing horseborn step aside, allowing Ivan to approach the wounded fighters. Oh, we're just in town now. Me and my friend are gonna try and play Divinity Co-op, but I don't think she's ever played a game like it. So like me and Lex. Good time. Fun time. We play rugby, but not for idiots. Well, that's cringe. We play rugby, and we play it like men. We don't wear fucking meters of padded armor. We don't wear helmets and shit. We just go in. We're men. With Ivan and Juno tending to the wound, Juno is a fucking ghost. We're not gonna. When are we gonna address the fact that she's a ghost? Roek and the other horsemen. The caravan settles down outside the scant town of Grundar. It appears the town is enjoying a small festival. Quite a few clansmen go over the hill to enjoy the sights and sounds, but soon return looking disappointed. They called us outsiders, a woman says. They don't want us interrupting their wheat harvesting festival, but the merchants don't seem to mind trading. Fair enough. Let's speak to some peeps, why not? Thank. You glance at Ubin, who snorts and smiles. Scarhack's thanking you for helping his friends, Roek. Durdriu is the other one, and she's not in a talking with raw humans mood. You're welcome. I'd like you to meet Hakan. Scarhack's tail swats his flanks, and he bows his head towards Hakan. Vral means same herd? No, but we have larger enemies. I haven't seen a horseborn in centuries. Last they knew, humans and Vral were at each other's throats. What happened to Roek? Roek brave fire, protect food, hit many times. Here, who was attacking? Scarhack says many things in his other language. Oh, what do I do here? Maybe that's why you Brits are all so stupid. To be clear, it's a joke. No, it's not. So, we voted for Brexit, apparently. His eyes go wide and he stomps at the ground before pointing west. You look at Ubin. Don't have a clue, but clearly it's not a friend. Was it the people here? Here in Grundar? Scarhack looks where Hakan is pointing. He shakes his head and points west again. The Vral King's eyes Scarhack suspiciously. What brings you so far north? Scarhack looks confused by the question, so Ubin shows him a map pointing to Dulland and Grundar. Or Dulland and Grundar. Food. Our planes break. Hakan snorts. Might be justice. Didn't they kill all the horses, Skyvener? His ancestors did, yes, but blaming folks for things that happened hundreds of years before they were alive? You may as well accuse the humans around us for starting the Great Wars. I mean, we may have. So the fake goblin doesn't say Scarhack in the weird way that FGO does. What way does FGO say Scarhack? Oh, I always assumed they just said it the proper way, Scarhack. How do they say it? Turns out Googling FGO Scarhawk does not get me pronunciation of the name. It gets me a bunch of other things that I cannot show on stream. Okay, I just watched the introduction trailer on FGO back when this shit was new, and they did not even say the name. Good to know. Gasaha? No, that's not correct. Skasaha. That's not correct. Yeah! Sukasaha! Sukasaha! Really? Sukasaha! That is... that's fucking strange. I understand, I understand that, the Japanese aren't expected to say Irish correctly. I can't expect Japanese native speakers to pronounce Irish names correctly. But make an attempt. Tsukasa, that is... That's okay. That is so strange. Sukasaha. Why? Okay. Alright. No, I'm gonna say Skaha like, is actually meant to be said. Skaha. I also just started Judgment. Gonna probably watch your playthrough as I play, since I have to read everything anyways. Judgment's a fun game. Judgment's a really fun game. I don't like it more than the Yakuza series, but I do enjoy it as an alternative. Scar just stares at you. He talks like us. Yeah, you talk like us. Where did you learn? Heard little trade with a man's in mud. I think he means our bog friends, the cragsmen. Fucking Tsukasa. I can't. That's just silly. Have you found the food you were seeking? Enough for time, my guess. Two others take herd to south. Or take to herd in south. Sue scuffed the ground, drawing certain words. Just those two? What about you and the couple? Skahak, Roek, and Durdriel stay. This herd help. We help this herd. You mean us, or...? Thank you. Man, Vral, Horseborn, same herd, funny. Ubin chuckles and you smile while Hakan shakes his head and walks away. Okay. The blonde axeman and one of the two twins from the small village near Saga is chopping into a fallen tree for no apparent reason. His swings look dangerous. Hogan, everything okay? He glares at you. I got you to go on this whole ass tangent. You did! You interrupted the stream by making me learn cursed knowledge. Is Lost Judgment a sequel or a bonus edition? It's a sequel. Lost Judgment's a sequel, which I'm yet to get to. I'll get to it after Yakuza 7 eventually. My grandparents are from Belfast, but have been here for like 50 years at this point. Their accent is basically gone unless my grandpa says arse. People who lose their accents are cowards. Yeah, you heard me. You heard me. Keep it. I don't care. If I lived in America for 80 years, I'd keep my accent. I don't care. Where's your brother Mogan? He left with the Ravens, wondering if I should have done the same. Why is that? I followed your father a long way, and now you. And for what? My brother's gone. Yeah, my brother's gone. My wife and children are frightened of everything around them, including me. I tell them this constant fighting is only for a time, but it's changing me. I see it in their eyes, in my own reflection. I thought I was doing it to protect them, but if they think I'm a monster, what's the point? Maybe you should hang up your shield and axe. He looks shocked by your response. Really? But what about all the other fighters? I'd be laughed at around the campfire. No one doubts your skills in a fight. Besides, if your family's important, you can handle some ribbon, right? You're making sense, sort of. It still feels like I can protect them better by fighting. Depths, you make big decisions every day. Just make this one for me, will you? Be with your family. Hogan sighs with relief and nods. Well, I'll still be around. But I'll be busy playing with my kids. Thanks a lot, and be safe out there when you're fighting. Alright, so we no longer have him on the battlefield. That's fine, I guess. I think my grandpa was like 18 when he came to Canada. My grandma had been longer. They lived in a block away in Belfast, but didn't meet until they both moved to Canada and met there. That is wild. That is actually wild. Living a fucking block away from one another, but not meeting until you emigrate. That is wild. Now that Roek had a chance to heal, the two of the horsemen are heading south to deliver some supplies to their people. What crazy ideas in your head, Skyvener? With the world falling apart around us, there may not be another chance to trek down south. Listen to yourself, the world is breaking. I don't expect a human to understand, but a Vral as old as me has more important goals than just staying alive. What about that competition you Vral have to see who lives the longest? I've always understood the rules to mean that you're actually doing something, not holding up somewhere safe. Besides, my guess is Snorri didn't make it out of Grofheim when Sunder attacked, and might already be the winner. Well, I'll miss your story, Zubin. With any luck, I'll have more of them when we meet again, little one. You're taking your hide muscle with you? I'd feel better if Gunnulf stayed with all of you. That blade of his is sure to attract the wrong kind of attention. Wrong attention might find you anyway, and then who will protect you? I'm old, not an idiot. I've learned a few tricks to keep my head on my shoulders. The younger Vrol shrugs and walks off to find food. Then be safe, Uben, and join us again if you can. You know where we're going. Don't worry about me, just make sure you're alive to see this thing through to Arborang. Farewell. Skyrimner says a few more goodbyes before departing with the Horseborn. Alright. The governor catches up to you and asks a moment of your time. His bodyguards are beside him, silent. I was super confused how they never met, but my grandpa is a bit older, so it makes little sense. Yeah, I guess, because I mean, like it's not like impossible. It's just silly. It's just silly to think about. Not getting any easier, is it? Probably won't get easier until we get to Arborang. Great for warning yourself, Gale. The capital is going to be a difficult battlefield, but a battlefield nonetheless. We'll see when we get there. That's a reaction. If you wait for people to attack before acting, you'll wind up with a blade in your gut. I mean, they can try. We have different ways of looking at things. There's a part of me that wants your way to be right, but a larger part understands the way this world works. Then keep searching for the bad people, and I'll keep searching for the good. Deal? Or bad in people. The governor shares a look with his guard and sighs. Deal. Get across this wasteland and try not picking up any more strays, will you? Zero promises. After a few weavers that have been smiling more than usual lately, and now you know why. Alea leads children out from behind a cart in new costumes, but some have horns on headbands, while one red-haired girl wears a green cloak like yours, a boy wearing a red cloak and carrying an axe. The entire caravan gathers around to watch the performers. Young actors stand behind a short wall and discuss an approaching Dredge army. As a black cloth rolls across the ground in front of the actors, a young man in red armor stands up and shouts, Bellower. This is the reenactment of the Battle of Borzgard. The dark-haired girl holding a spear says, we'll get no help from the governor. We're on our own. A few people in the crowd laugh while Aruga stares at the Skald. The young Rook, Alet, and Vrol run toward the fierce Bellower, attacking and being repelled. Finally, the girl dressed as Juno hands Rook a silver arrow. Rook hugs Alet and shoots the arrow. Bellower roars. Bellower grabs Rook by the throat and growls. You sense heads in the crowd turn towards you when Aleo and the Weaver suddenly snap the caravan's banner in front of the scene like a curtain. As the banner lowers, the young version of you cradles the boy dressed as your father. The other actors stand in a semicircle around you and begin singing a familiar tune. The crowd joins in, and an impromptu line forms for everyone walking by to lay a hand on your shoulder. Alright. Whatever sort of romantic relation Nation has in 20 years, he finds out he was actually one of his neighbours for a long time. Nah, I mean... That would be funny. But I know my neighbours. I know my neighbours. I'd rather not, but it would be funny. Scouts report subtle movements around you. We're being followed, studied maybe, she says. Can't tell how many. It's like they disappear if you look directly at them. You're on patrol. Found nothing, fair enough. Ahead, the caravan comes to an immediate halt. There's a second feigned shoe in this bloody beast that has thrown in a day. The ox tender curses. It will take some time to see to the yokes. Alright. While most of the clansmen sleep or lose themselves to drink, Juno requests a moment to speak with you alone. I'm impressed so far that you managed to keep your composure through tough situations. Thank you. Not to pain you with a further comparison, but you remind me of your father at the Godstone of Scovis. I don't remember how I pronounced it in the last game. What actually happened there? Your father faced down his fears, walking through thousands of the dredge to obtain the only weapon that could bring down Bellower. That's incredible and frightening. I don't know if I could do something like that. The Valkyr gives you a maternal smile. Neither did he. Juno patiently awaits your reply. Fine, there we go. I think that Scarhawk is the only character who has that scuffed of a name pronunciation, by the way. Like, everyone else is fine. I would fucking hope so, because that shit's insane. I don't understand how you got involved in all this. At times, I think this is all my fault. At others, I'm not sure if I could have stopped it. She sees your wide-eyed expression and attempts to clarify. How I became involved is confusing at best, but you and I share something in common. We're both learning what we have to do as we go. But only the future will tell if my role is villain or hero. Fair enough. Tell me his death meant something. I can't do that. Rook's death was unfortunate, but his life was very important. The people he brought here from Saga, including you, and all the others along the way, are being forged into what the future will require. The previous era of peace is over, and one of survival has begun. Arborang may be the best shelter of the maybe the best shelter for the coming storm, but the people there are soft, too dependent on a society that will no longer exist. Because of the dredge? Partially, but mostly because of the coming darkness. That is pushing the dredge. You keep talking about the darkness, but no one has ever seen it. You've seen signs of its coming, dredge in numbers, the land breaking apart. It is a force unlike any other. I wish I could say more, but even the Mender Council is ignorant of this. Why me? The straight answer is yes, others could do it, but the clansmen chose to follow you under that banner. If you didn't appear worthy, you would have been replaced. Doesn't sound like I have much to say in the matter. Quite the contrary. Every decision is your say in the matter. You keep all these people alive as best you can, and as if they were all from your own clan. It is rare and needed. Thank you. Then again, I don't think I've heard them pronounce Maeve. Here's the thing, like, her name is Maeve, but for memes, I always call her Med B. Because, like, whenever I see her name written, most people write it in other ways. But, well, like, what was it? Like, Mab. Mab was the first way I saw it. Maeve and Mab were the first ways I saw her name written. FGO was the first place that I saw it spelled Med B. And I looked it up, and I know that is also a common spelling of it. I just never saw it. So, the Maeve in FGO, I always refer to as Med B, because I think it's funny. Before you go, there's one thing I must address with you. The serpent. The chasm at Ormsala and the tremors in the ground concern me a great deal. Yeah, me too. Should that incredible creature ever resurface, do not attempt to stop it. It would take power unseen in ages to affect that serpent. If you see it, run. Her words chill you as you find yourself nodding at her command. Curse pronunciation would be Medeb. Medeb. Hey man, you know what? That's fine too. Good old Medeb. A woman holds a young girl in front of you and a crowd of others. Call her stealing enough food to feed a starving Vral, the woman says. Not the first time I've seen her at it either. The girl looks familiar. She's part of the thin group of humans we picked up on the trail. Why are you stealing? Never know when you'll get rid of us, the girl says. People always get rid of us. Her mother bursts through the crowd. Stupid girl. These people were good to us, she says, but it's too late. Drifters come angry shots from the clansmen. Drifters are people without a banner. They are blamed for all sorts of woes, and mostly undeserved. The Vral and clansmen alike run them off before you can make sense of it all. But you're left wondering what will become of them. Alright. That girl finna get killed. The moment that she is out of eyesight, her clan people are gonna kill her. You notice the archer Nid because she is standing perfectly still, looking out in the distance. Let me guess. You see more grass. When she turns to you, she's not smiling. Dredge, she says quietly. How is that possible, you ask? Knowing better than to doubt her sight, I thought we lost them in the chasm. You can make out a dust cloud on the horizon, which means they can make out one produced by the caravan, and it's heading in the same direction as you, toward Lunda. It seems like quite the overreaction. Yeah, well, it be how it do. We had no say in the matter. They were leaving. The Vrolka walks to your side and says, "I was afraid of this. The cracks in the ground along the Eastway Road. It's like that damn crevice at Sigerholm all over again. The dredge were pouring out of it. Does that mean they could?" Jonah finishes your question. Appear almost anywhere? Yes. But it's, but let's not panic the caravan. Just keep moving. So here's the thing. What did the dredge want?
Lundar, the Archer's Haven, home to the finest fletchers in the world, though it appears beset with war.
What did the dredge want? Because at the start of the game, at the start of the first game, it was clear they were running. Like they were just trying to run from the darkness. But it seems malicious. The more we go on, while yes, they are running for their own preservation, it seems fucking malicious. So sweat, this is bad. Or Sal sweat, this is bad, Hakon says. Lundar's fighting on two fronts and barely holding it together. Hakon's been warring long before you ever were born. His worried look is unsettling. Always heard the horsemen had trouble with walls, since they usually fight in open fields. Yeah, Uben's the only one old enough to actually know, but it doesn't really matter because his walls will barely slow the dredge. And if these dredge flatten the town, it will be defenseless out here in the plains. But what are the horsemen after? All eyes turn to Aroic, Durdriu, and Scarhawk. The three horseborn in your caravan are pointing and talking excitedly in their own language. Derdrio nods toward Rorik, tossing her head and baring her teeth. You are surprised by the look of savage fury on their faces as the couple takes off without warning, charging the attacking horseborn. While Scarhawk remains behind, he clearly wants to join them, but he waits for your decision. They could die on their own, Odalith shouts. Ivor says she's lost her mind over these new members of the clan. Might lose her life for it too. He looks to you. We could fight the dredge or horseborn, or split up. If we're splitting up, my Vral are hitting the dredge. Okay. I think there's something in the cart that one caravan has. Yeah, but that's not. Yeah, but that's not like in this town. Like, if they were just following us, sure, but they seem malicious to every living creature. Did the fact that they just attack you on sight not make you feel like that before? Well, again, I assumed it was mostly because, Bella's crew were obviously targeting us, but other dredge just seemed like they were running, and it was like fight or flight. But it seems like they're just fucking, like, they're looking for a reason to swing. Spend the time from the dredge. Oddlife, we'll have to handle herself out there. You shout. We have to stop the dredge here. Hakon leads the Vral and fighters through the breach in the wall. Listen to me, Governor Ruger says. My man, Dagger, can get behind those dredge and make short work of them, but he'll need some help. Prince Luden overhears him and says, I'll go. I've been sheltered long enough. It's not the kind of king I want to be. Yeah, alright. A silent, helmeted bodyguard quickly appears and looks at Luden. He slowly turns to the governor and nods. That feels dubious. That feels... You know what? I'm a cheat. This is the one thing I'm gonna look up because that feels fucking dubious as shit. Yep, okay. Okay, yeah. No. Yeah. Spoilers. No. No. Okay. Spoilers. No. No. As it turns out, if you have a kind of shady political governor guy, have a bodyguard that's like, oh yeah, you go with the prince. Wink, nod. No. No. Okay. We're not doing that. I think they are like the Darkspawn. That's a bit smarter. But the first game, they were scared. Yeah, they were scared in the first game. And Bellower was only after us because Ivor killed Bellower's wife and child. So, like, all the other Dredge seemed like they were just running scared. Bellower's group were after a single person for a single mission. And they were going to get that shit done. But now it just seems like they're malicious, needlessly. I'm pretty sure every race in this world is the result of every god, but the one which made humans being bad at making their own new race, so just altered humans in some way. Yeah, that's how they made Roll. They're like, yeah, fuck it, just take a man and like an animal. Alright, so we're sticking together. We ain't. No. So it turns out, spoiler alert, we cannot trust Ruger. Spoilers. Alright, so we're gonna get good old Hakon, good old Ivor, and hello, Horseman, Skaha. What do you have? Charges forward and tramples the enemy, then attacks from behind. Enemy suffers strength damage during the charge. Is sequentially struck for 1 damage per tiled or horse mode mood. Interesting. Interesting. Let's give it a try. This logic will also apply to the Dredge. What, the gods being fucking insane, or because the Dredge at this point aren't being scared, they're just being assholes. Like legit, they're just being twats. He can reach. Alright, fair enough. No, I'm talking about how every race is pretty much a modded human. I mean, that is certainly possible. There is a good chance they are just man-based. I mean, they act man-based. They apparently breed. They have families and shit. So, like, it's not out of the question. No? Alright, fair enough. Oh, more dudes. And a dude is summoning. We ain't gonna get to that man in time. We ain't gonna get to that boy in time. I'd like to, but we ain't. Go and just pop in here real quick. We're going. Oh, we can't do the old spinneroonie. That's fine. Let's do the old smasheroonie. Come on, 80%. You got this, my guy. Ah, yeah, horseman. Let's go. If I remember right, the Battle.net collection comes out in like 2 days. Oh yeah. I saw the Twitter post. Comes out in, I think, actually 4 or 3. One of the two. But yeah, it's not far now, which means I have to get Mega Man soon. I have to get through goddamn Mega Man base. Old ass base Mega Man eventually. No, you don't. No, you don't. What the fuck is them? What is the fucketh? El fuck the whateth? God, they're still coming. Play DS3 after Demon Souls. And I had to remind myself that plunging attacks are a thing. And that isn't just exclusive to one specific boss. What boss? In Demon Souls? I remember Dark Souls 1. Plunging attacks are only good for the first boss. Oh man, that's damage. Okay. Wait, did you never do the plunge attack method on the Minotaur on the bridge? Minotaur on the bridge? In Dark Souls 3? Minotaur on the bridge? I'm gonna be honest, my guy, I don't remember that boss at all. In 1. Oh, do you mean the Taurus demon? Yeah, almost everyone did that method. You were talking about the first boss in 1, so of course I was talking about 1. My guy, you said DS3. You said DS3 and Demon Souls, so I thought you were carrying on talking about them. At no point did you say, oh yeah, in 1. We lost a lot of people. We lost a lot of people. Got a lot of renown, but lost a lot of people just then. Your army shatters the last of the armored foes. Cheers ring out as you collect yourself for a moment. It's not over, Hakon says. The Dredge were only a part of this war. He motions something behind you. You turn and see Odd Life supported by a bloody Roek and limping Durdrio. The three stagger towards you. It was stupid of me, I know, she says. The villagers helped where they could, but horsemen are so quick, as she dropped to her knees in fatigue. Look at all the destruction around you, the loss of life, and you try to find some meaning in it. Even before your breath slows, an old man runs up shouting. They kick their way through. The mangy hoof monsters are in our town. The horseborn, you ask? Call them what you want, the man shouts. But they're everywhere. They're hitting our homes, the market, even the rich folk hiding out in the great hall. After that last fight, we should stay together. We have only been able to save one of the places, but that's better than nothing. You understand his caution and realize that you can't be everywhere at once. Before you respond, the old man says, the houses are full of families, and all our supplies are near the market. But I beg you save the families. We can't afford to split up. So, Ivor says, whose lucky day is it? The merchants, the townsfolk, or those up in the Great Hall? We'll save the homes. Ivor has taken a goddamn beating. But he can level. I recently watched a guy who didn't realize that the tower was just there to do a punch attack, so he just fought it. I will admit, the first playthrough I did, I just fought it regularly as well. I didn't think nothing of it. I was just like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just fight him. Also, yeah, in Demon Souls, plunging attacks are only a thing for the first boss at the Storm Island area. Otherwise, it's just not a mechanic. Ah, yeah, nah. Nah, you just fall and swing your weapon, and you look stupid. Okay, let's do... bonus hit chance. I don't think that matters. Let's regen armor because you never know. And just put a point in that. +2 to all time. So if I give you that. Oh, she's now at rank 3 for that. Rank 3 for that. Rank 4 for that. Yo, based. Yo, based. Okay. Demon Swing, just full. Yeah. Because Demon Souls was literally a goddamn, it was basically just a practice run. That game was literally just like proof of concept. They're like, yo, can we do this shit? Turns out, yes we can. Is that why we fight, madam? Is that why we fight? Hey yo. How about you quit talking and you start fighting? What's your range? Your range is 4. So Mega Man Saturday? Mega Man Saturday, yeah. Get critted, ho. Look for a community post on Sat saying no streams. Look, you can't prove nothing. You can't prove nothing, my guy. That's slander. How dare you? I can sue for that. Hack on out here really just saying no you. Oh wow, how fucking dare you, you bitch. You finna get ivored. Let's go! Oh wow, never mind. Ivor's taking damage. Yeah, he's taking damage. He always finds a way. He organised and planned that family function to not have to play Mega Man. Hey man, look. You can't prove nothing. You can't prove nothing. What you did there, the old man says, but his voice cracks. He barely composes himself before saying, "You saved them. The families of Londa are alive because of you." The old man's smile fades. Our fighters are dead, and most of the grain stores are gone. Never thought I'd say this, but near 200 of us would gladly follow you wherever you're going. Yeah. Roek, Durdrio, and Scarhawk suddenly catch the man's attention and he sneers. Do these 3 belong to you? I reckon the people around here would pay good coin to see them gutted. Oddlife looks flushed. Belong to? No. No one is gutting anyone. They just helped save your town. Well, my dog bit one of the attackers too, but I don't let it in my shop. Keep those pets on short leashes. All right. Racism. Racism. Ivan and Hack and Find You both look as tired as you feel. I'm not sure how many of us made it through that. I never expected to see your horseborn in my life, let alone fight them. And Dredge seemed desperate. Fighting like us, you mean? Like they've got nothing left to lose. I was worried. With the great Yingva on our side, how could we fail? Ivar looks at you and grumbles. That name was from a lifetime ago. Let it go. A human lifetime or two, but don't forget how long we've all lived. Longer than we know what to do with in most cases. You look at Ivar, wondering what is going on in his head. Damn, Yngvar. If you're always like this, I'm glad you left the rural towns when you did. As for me, I believe it's time for a drink and a rest. Juno walks up to your group unexpectedly. I agree. Unfortunately, all this fighting took a serious toll on the caravan. Lundar, or what's left of it, is defensible, and will allow everyone some greatly needed rest. Won't argue with the Valkar on that front. And I'm in no hurry to enter the old wood. I've heard strange things about that place. I'm sure I'll be fine. You watch the Valkar as everyone moves on. She looks less confident than you've seen her before. Yeah, chapter 11. Good. I'm pretty sure because this man's a berserker, you have to make sure every enemy or every one of your allies is not near him, because he swings the second time. You don't get to choose who. These fucking skulkers, we need to learn about it. They just showed up and everyone was like, no, yeah. The skulkers just showed up and every single person was like, no, yeah, skulkers. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean, no, yeah, skulkers? Explain. My man out here with the movement. Well, that's unfortunate. That right there, that's unfortunate. You bitch nugget. And I can't attack? Okay. Nation this Saturday. Sorry guys, I gotta take my dog Fluffernutter to the veterinarian. That's not a real name. Fluffernutter. I refuse. I refuse this knowledge. Get deflected. Get absorbed. Oh, wow. It's the name of a product, I believe. Marshmallow fluff. Man, America crazy. You guys wild. I'm now searching through my mind to think if I've ever had marshmallows, and I think I have once. You grab a raven runner by you. I want every one of our fighters ready to move. Now, set a post inside these gates for them to wait for me. The fighter nods and takes off to find everyone. Where's the Thane Velka? Maybe up on the wall. The Thane Velka is here. Velka Zereth, I've never heard you speak like that. The silent apprentice of the two men. This surprises you. You were outside the walls. What did you see? Dredge scouts. I'd wager my axes there's an army of them coming this way. The young mender's eyes grow wide as he stares at Claw and Fang. Next guy has fucking issues. Also, probably less embarrassing than whatever your dog is actually named. I remember you being ashamed of his name after all. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've said his name. So the fact that you don't remember is just insulting. If that's true, they leveled this place. The storm must have hidden their approach, or kept them at bay. But why are they here? Why now? I don't care. We're heading up the mountains. But the ravens could take all the dredge, especially with Valka's help. Like that time in a river rake when you helped Valka fucking Jorin. Let's say Jorin. Huh, forgot about that. It was you, Joran, and a handful of ravens tracking down a bandit who called himself the Droga of Dengla, the river. All horn blares across the town. The army of dreads they suspect is real. Nichols, find Goodmunder. Have his guards try to calm the people, but bring him to meet us in the barn with the cart. The young mender follows his order without question. Not a bad quality. The cart's not your business? I disagree. A dead Vralka gives you a cart to hide in the deepest recesses of a river, and suddenly an army of dredge appears. If you haven't already tried, I doubt you'll be able to open the cart. If this woman's as shut as if it's a woven shut as I suspect, I'm the only one who can open it. We told you, Juno's not dead, and we're just traveling with her. Well, we were just traveling with her. Let me tell you something about compromises. Something that compromised my position as Vralka. The Juno who I knew, who the entire council knew, was put to death by us, the council. You killed one of your own? It is a very rare sentence reserved only for the worst offences. Altering people's minds and their thoughts is one such offence. Zev knows a silent exchange but does not question you. Regardless, Juno was put to death and Ivan was imprisoned. In his grief, he escaped and stole away with Juno's body. For what purposes is anyone's guess. Okay, we're learning some shit. We're learning some shit right here. At the start, I asked and you outright refused to utter it. Like the Harry Potter wizards with Voldemort. Hey man, look, the dog shall not be named. The dog who shall not be named. So no, I will not be paid by the council for a job issued by a Vralka whose life we ended. Irritation is rising when another war horn sounds. 2 horns means a large force approaches. Collect what you need and hurry to the barn. A large dredge falls and you pause. Taking in heavy breaths, the snow is finally abating. The storm is moving south. Let's get inside the gates, you say. The smell of hay and yolk dung is heavy as you enter this stout wooden barn. Zephyr and Nichols are talking in a hushed tone to the guard captain, Gunmunda, who glances at the large cart nervously. Everyone knows why you're here, she says. I do not believe in coincidences, and I cannot begin to imagine what would draw an army of dredge to Bindle besides the contents of this cart. She moves her spear in intricate motions, occasionally shaking her head and starting over. Finally, she looks to you to open it. Hey, Bellower! So we've got to dispose of the body, basically. Your sight of the son of Bellower's body in the cart silences everyone but you. You howl as the memory of a dream tears through your mind and drops you to a knee. A strange tower of white stone, lightning, fear, confusion, distrust. There's a wrongness about it all. Bulwark, hey. Volker's voice draws you from your dream, and she's shaking you by the straps of your cloak. Everyone is watching. Another dream? She asks. Your eyes are finally focused on hers. Honestly, yeah, this isn't a fear at this point. It's active malice. Well, I mean, to be fair, we've just discovered that they're following us to get our Bellower back. But other than that, it's active malice, yeah. A white stone tower. Lightning. What are you talking about? Sephiroth asks, pulling away from the cart. Her tone is full of concern. I saw a tower. Lightning. I don't know what I saw. The Vulcan pauses briefly before shrugging. That is unexpected, Zephyr says. The Vulcan looks unaccustomed to surprises. Gunmunda, continue your task. Nichols, take the fighters and open the mine. Keep that path clear at all costs. As both men begin to leave, she points at the car and shouts, not a word of this. They nod on their way out. She turns to you and Valka. This car, I'm not sure why they are attacking, but if the Dredge will capture Bellower, he's dead. Who cares if they take him? He cannot die. His immortality is more than a rumor. Dredge lives have no natural end, but they can be killed. All except the immortal Sunder, Bellower. They live forever? Zephyr nods and looks lost in thought. Looks dead to me. My guess is that the arrow is somehow keeping him asleep. So if I pull it out, I do not see that being to anyone's advantage. I've used threats to my advantage for years. Zephyr looks at you and her face drops. She changes the topic. They're not just after the ones of the corpse. They're not just after the ones of the corpse after all. Now, like they are after one of the corpses, but that's this crew. What we just saw with Alette's team and that village, that was just malice. That was just malice. For whatever fucking reason. The storm to the south and the Dredge army to the north leads off with one way out, the mines. Wait, our way out is to sit in a hole in the ground. The Velka have pathways that will grant us escape, but with all these people it will be difficult. What can we do to help? I'll put the ravens to work. What did you have in mind? Both Zephyr and Velka look surprised by your response, and the Velka recovers quickly. It will only take it'll take the Dredge a couple of hours to fully prepare their assault. We need to move food and people into the mine. Help load the carts near the gates and warn families in the houses of our immediate departure. Without waiting for a response, Zephyr hurries away. I've never known you to offer help like that. Yeah, I thought we would search the Great Hall for whatever we could find, but you might be too honest for that now. You give her a look that requests silence. Or they could not know which group has him. Or they could think that you guys did actually kill him. I mean, it's possible, but I don't know. If you have the ravens around to help you wind through the paths between the old lean houses to the mines, you shout. After a few paths are cleared, Ollie whistles to get your attention. Big house over here. Might be worth checking out. Go on. Odd for a house, you say, noticing the size. You bang on the ornate door as a precaution. Nothing. Entering, you find scattered toys and hand-carved runes on the wooden desks. Slumped in the chair is a snoring of a middle-aged woman. Doubts your mind. Papa? Ollie draws an axe. As a small girl peeks around the wall. She's wiping her eyes. What is this, you ask? Ollie tucks away his weapon and looks around the wall. It's like a barn for children. They're all in the back sleeping. The chaos at the mine entrance halts at your arrival. Balvert blood axe with a drunk woman over the shoulder and a dozen children in tow. Valka Zeref says, and they say the gods are dead. Alright. The mine shaft is cramped, and more than once your broken horns knock against the rough ceiling of the or timber. You follow Valka Zephyr at the head of the caravan. She is lighting one of the many bracketed torches along the way when shouts from the mouth of the mine reach you. Dredge. The gates and the town did nothing to halt their advance. Gudmund and his men will slow them. but it may not be enough. They have orders to collapse the opening if they're overwhelmed. Yeah, right. Heading up to the mine shaft are like swimming against the current. Frightened villagers are pushed forward, and you barely have room to push past the ox in the cart. Gudmund, in his grim manner, looks pleased to see you. No real plan, he says. Just kill as many as you can. Alright. They did attack first, honestly. They also got the previous leader of his group killed. Because he's a bitch. Cause bitches. You guys took out one of their leaders, most suspected. They're gonna feel some type of way, I'm sure. Yeah, but fuck them. Except it's just blatantly stated that he's not even actually dead. Don't worry about it. They might think he's dead. He thinks he's dead. That's why he's asleep. He may not be dead, but he's asleep and captured. They would be upset, and if they do end up throwing him into the lake / ocean, pretty much dead. Right, you know what? He had it coming. You know what? He had it coming. Hey, Mogan. Saga whips him up into a frenzy, terrifying nearby enemies and sending... I don't have the renown. Okay. But, send them fleeing in disarray. Affected enemies are so shaken, they suffer penalty to their defense for 1 turn. The Berserker also counterattacks. Ooh. Okay. We'll deal with that when we deal with that then. Gonna have a bit of a fun time if you don't mind. A little bit of trolling. A little bit of trolling. This is an issue. This is an issue that must be dealt with. Sorry, Runic what? Runic Gale. Randomly creates runes of power within 7... What the fuck does that do? What the fuck does this do? The fuck does that do? I gave him... Okay, so blue gives armor. And I guess red gives HP then. Alright. That's decent to know. That is good fun to know. That is good boy to know. What? Nani? 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 Sorry? Yeah, so blue gives armor. That's fine, we have no idea what the fuck she does anyway. Red makes them skip a turn, blue gives them armor. Okay. Now we know. I fully expect the reveal that they're fully capable of communicating and they're just arseholes, even without being antagonized. Yo, I fully expect that shit to happen. I fully expect that shit to happen. Ain't no way. Ain't no way they just... they're not able to do that. I mean, if they can breathe and shit, then like, goddamn. Also, this poison is kind of fucking me up. Ain't gonna front. This poison hits different. He skipped turn, but then he got his turn back. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Oh, cut, no. No. Okay, good. Okay, never mind. I say, we weren't winning that. We weren't winning that. Pull back, Goodmunder repeats. The opening is ready to come down. As everyone sprints into the mine, a guard captain tosses you a heavy hammer and points at the timber. You deserve the honor. You turn and look at the grey sky, the snow bindle and the dredge are walking towards you. With a hefty swing, the timber snaps and rocks begin to fall. You drop the hammer and race down the shaft toward the light of the torches. Ahead of the path... the path comes to a dead end against a smooth surface of flat rock. We should camp, as Zephyr says. It may be the last decent sleep these people get for days. I'll need Nichols to assist me in opening the path beyond, but first you and I should talk. We need rest. We're fucking dying. There we go. Cool. A small few fires provide a sense of calm for the caravan, though the villagers keep well away from the ravens. There is enough light to see that you are no longer in a man-made mine. It's a natural cave of sorts. What are we doing down here? Staying alive while keeping Bellower from the dredge? I thought that was obvious. But we keep heading down like we're hunting dwarves. Are there dwarves? Are there dwarves? Random clan member. So why are you attacking us at the start of this after all? Random dredge. Oh, just because we could. We thought it'd be neat. We were bored. The Valkyr gives you a ghost of a smile. Until today, no one but a few of the council knew about these tunnels, and not even Menders. We didn't create them, but we have used them a great deal over the years to travel far distances quickly. See if it becomes quiet, await the question. The question be like, what the fuck, bitch? That's my question. What the fuck, bitch? Where do they lead? Practically everywhere. Arberang, Vaux, Grofheim, or what is left of it. I'm not sure anyone knows the full extent of these underground paths, but we are about to enter a corridor, one of the main tunnels. Why keeping them a secret? Because the more you know of this world, the more frightening it can be. Your children knew how many spiders were in their house. They'd never sleep. This is true. And it never hurts to have a way out, to outmove your enemies. So where are we headed? Where would you go? Knowing you possess the body of the immortal Thunder General. Dropping it in the Blue River sounds good. It was not a terrible plan we'll call her Juno for simplicity. But the closest I could get the closest I could get is a path to the middle of the Fladavala plains. I have to assume that the Dredge army is there in force. Manahar is the safest place to secure Bellower's body. Whatever drew the Dredge army towards us in Bindor, the council can find a way to stop it. What about my ravens? So far, helping Valka pays less than a bloodshed coin. And that is why I'm talking to you alone now. The corridor will lead us to Manahar in a week's time. See us there safely, and I give you a genuine Valka oath. You'll be rewarded well enough to never need to work again. But I like work. You look around the cave, the cave walls, and back the way you came. We'll go to Manahar. We were heading there after the Blue River anyway. Guess we leave. A scout rushes back to the caravan. There's gold down here. You feel a surge of excitement like everyone else. A vein as thick as my leg. I question different forms of immortality that different fictional creatures that have sometimes. You mean like the able to be killed but cannot die? I like that form. I like that form of immortality because like it still has an end. Like werewolves, they can apparently only be killed with silver, but if you just run it over so many times, that's pretty much just a stain on the road. Yeah, it's a living stain on the road, though. The man's sudden appearance makes you tense. I don't mean to sneak up on you. It's something I do. I mean, something I've learned to do. Something that will get you killed if you do it to me again. And, okay, yes, understood. But it does have its uses. Slam with a fight alongside you in a fight. You won't regret it. You scoff and turn away from the man, only to see Goodmander approach. I see you met Deitch. Or Deitch. I'm gonna say Deitch. Strange fellow to have next to you in a fight, but he finds his way through the enemy defences. And then you fight next to him. People near me tend to get hurt, but his injuries won't be an accident. In the light of the torches, everyone is covered in soot and dirt. They smell bad too. It comes as no surprise when the sound of running water excites the caravan. Scouts check it out. Those around you stop and others are pushed onward. Soon you hear small popping noises, then screams. All you see is bobbing torches until the villagers run back to the path. It killed them, a man yells. You grab him by the shoulder. Some kind of plant. Leaves make the noise like water, but it had thorns and they grabbed them and they died. This is terrible, Zephyr says, taking the deaths personally. We should stick to the paths. Okay, that's interesting. The Venus flytraps. Though torches highlight the craggy black rocks and puddles in the path underfoot, they do little to keep everyone together. Sharp turns around boulders quickly or block lines of sight. Block lines of sight. Wow. Okay. Fuck it, you shout, we're over here. Your voice booms around the cave and echoes back to you several times. Quiet, Zephyr says. Just because the Volca keep this tunnel secret doesn't mean. Too late. He spins and throws an axe deep into the head of a skulker. Many more are crawled out from the shadows, swarming the caravan. Yeah, this crew's still fine. That's a big boy. That there's what we call a big boy. Oh, they can just move through their dudes. That's neat. They can just move through their dudes. Fair enough. I don't like how even if you know it's there, you can't attack. I'm not a fan of that. In a couple years since I played this, I remember bits and pieces, but not too much. I want to buy it though when they go on sale. I mean, I don't see why. Oh, yeah, like I don't see why not. It's fun. It do be an entertaining situation. I know what white does. Okay, this invisible shit is getting annoying. I ain't going front. So blue increases armor, white increases armor break. Imagine that as a superpower, your presence is immediately known to anyone and everyone around you, whether enemy or ally, but they generally aren't allowed to hurt or attack you in any way. So Twitter. Make your presence known to everyone in the most annoying or obnoxious way possible. But if anyone attacks you, then you know. If anyone attacks you, then they're being some sort of ableist or side. Some sort of cringe behaviour. My guy, that was cringe. Speaking of cringe, my guy, what? I didn't kill? How did I do one? Okay. I have no idea how the fuck that did 1 damage, but alright, game. That invisible shit was mad annoying. I ain't gonna front. Water barrels are running low. Whole fee, your quartermaster reports. And I'll be damned if I start licking those slimy rocks for a drink. The shield maiden looks at you. If these people start getting desperate for water down here, you cut her off. I know. Send some of the scouts. They will camp here until they return. Some of your ravens and other members of the caravan group up and grab torches, rope, and water skins before heading off into different locations. Better catch some rest while you can. Laying down, you focus on the sound of a small drip somewhere in the cave. It grows louder at the beat of a drum, like thousands of feet marching behind you. You turn and everyone stops. You see the glowing eyes of your army looking at you in admiration. 100 members break formation to dig holes in the caravan floor and place stone bowls in the depressions. The bowls quickly fill with water, and the first is offered to you. You slake your thirst before seeing your red-armored reflection in the bowl. Man is seeing himself become bellower. What's up with that? You wake with a shout and Volker joins you. What was it this time? There's some shit going on here. Instruct her on finding water. Dig holes, you say. Put bowls down in them. See if they fill with water. She sets some ravens to follow your strange commands. So shortly after, you hear the whooping cheers of success. Celebration brings all scouts back early. There's something going on. This boy is seeing things. A rope bridge with wooden planks crosses an open span in the caravan's formations. Looks old, Volker says. Narrow and not meant for carts. Then cross one at a time. She gets to the bridge, leading Bella's cart across herself. The rope stretch and groan, the boards bow underfoot, but the cart makes it to the other side. Cart after cart makes the crossing. People go in groups of 5 or 6, eventually everyone crosses.
I've slept in caves like this for entire winters. But there's something about this place. Something old. Unfamiliar. I don't like it. But I don't like all these humans on the verge of panic either. Maybe these dwellings up ahead will calm them down.
Nation, when you played the second Dark Souls 3 DLC the first time, did you do the thing most YouTubers and streamers did? Where you just looked at the Phantom Archer instead of moving? No. No. I've learned not to just look at shit. I've learned in Souls games not to just look at shit as shit happens. Always move. Always roll. Always shield up. Never just stand and look at shit. Zephyr looks up at the giant-shaped formation, glittering with strange, glowing patterns. The Vulcan know almost nothing about these ancient races, this ancient race's culture, let alone their god, Veznan. The name alone might be wrong. We have the framework of letters based on the repeated patterns found around here. She wanders around the glowing pools of the Godstone. If we are correct, Veznan was not their only god, but he became one of the most powerful at the cost of everything dear to him. She looks at you. Now, of course, if what you hold dear is something like control, maybe there is power in letting go. Gems of various size and shape are found embedded in surrounding stones. The clansmen are soon hammering away in an attempt to pry a particularly large gem loose. Watch them work. The clansmen go about their work. You never knew that these men had these skills that they did. Two leverage the ends of a large picks while 2 men in front guard the tips. These men are miners. It takes only minutes for them to skillfully pry a gem from a deep socket. Talented workers who should be learned from, not dominated. A man from behind claps you on the back, smiling. The miners walk forward and place the red gem in your hands. Okay. I knew what was coming and I still died. That's because you cringe. There's so many videos of people doing that. Oh, I bet. I've not seen a lot of Dark Souls free playthroughs. I'll be honest. It's like after DLC came out, I've not seen a lot of playthroughs of that. But yeah, nah, just nah. The old wanderer is quietly turning his Langspiel and grinning when you acknowledge him. What's going through that wrinkled head of yours? I've just realised I'm somewhere I've never been before. I can't remember the last time that happened. It's because you're old as fuck. Why do you still run jobs with me? We're down in the ground deeper than the gods ever wanted us, and that's what you ask? It smells and coughs a little. Funny thing, getting old. The things you want, the things that make you smile, they change. Remember when I joined the Ravens? It was women, gold, fighting, and drink from me in that order. Of course, you, Vrol, never understand the desire for women. Depths, maybe that's a blessing. I don't need to waste my time trying to impress someone. Spar chuckles and nods with a distant look in his eyes. So, what do you want now? Well, new places, I suppose. But I like my memories of old ones too. You've left a couple of sad notes, perhaps a song for a battle in his mind. Companions more than anything, though. You and these ravens, what other family does an old mercenary like me have? The old man appears lost in thought, and you leave him to it. It's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. The young mender stands tall and proud as you approach. Bolverk, I was thinking, wondering, what does it take to become a raven? I've never heard stories about a test or trials to join. Is there a test? Why do you care? Aren't you Zephyr's lackey? Well, apprentice, yes. I'm a full mender training to become a Valka. Part of the training requires wild experience. Couldn't you work with a blacksmith or something? He frowns at her. Boy wants to join. His shoulders. I've mended a good deal of Raven's armor after recent battles. That's worth something, right? Are you looking for coin? What? No. It sure sounded like you wanted payment. I wasn't, that's not. We've had people after us for money before. It never goes well for them, does it? Valka looks at you and you shake your head and growl. Nico looks terrified. I wanted to join the Ravens. If you could use my mending abilities. The Shield Maiden looks at you and starts laughing. Even you chuckle, once. Oh, a joke, I get it. What do you think about him? Yeah, I'll decide in Manaha. Okay, alright. Well, I'll leave you to thinking about it, thank you. This... Not the best timing, but he's got a heart. Maybe. Or maybe he just hasn't had many bad ideas. He hasn't seen many bad things. Because he's a fool. And those arches are cheap even if you know what's coming. DS2, I loved, but the boss runs were so annoying in Scholar. I've not played Scholar. I have not played Scholar. I played Base 2, and I was like, nah, I'm good. Base 2 and the DLC is like, nah, I'm good. Scholar first in, nah, I'm fine. Sitting standing alone, staring off to the depths of the caves. If you take off down one of those tunnels, we're not going after you. Bat doesn't respond. He doesn't want to talk. I like him already. Do you know the worst part about it all? Never mind, I don't like him. Valka gives you a look before turning to back. Tell me what the best part of it all is. The best part? It may all be over sooner than we think. You squint, not liking his words. That's not really what I meant. But go ahead, what's the worst part of everything? It's the silence. You give Valka a look. He hasn't slept near Ollie. That man makes all kinds of strange sounds. That's just noise. There's a silence from the loneliness. Valka inhaled sharply. He hit a sore spot. Maybe these tunnels and caves make it worse. There used to be days of talk. We used to laugh. Are you talking about your faint spear again? Back turns and stares at you with eyes of a man undecided on going mad. Laughing helps where she can, but no, there was another. Now there's an endless hole shaped like her, and if I don't keep filling it with work or drink... He walks away without finishing his thought. Keep an eye on him. I'm the only one who gets to lose their mind and start killing. He's not crazy. He's alone. Whoever she was, he still thinks that she was the greatest. I'm jealous of her. It would be nice to have someone feel that way about me. You shake your head, snort, and walk away. Feigned humans. Them fucking humans. The run to Blue Smelter Demon was BS, I hear. I don't even remember. Ain't gone front. This was a sacred sanctuary for those who built it, the Valka says. Walking around the perfectly round, rippling pools. At least, from what we've uncovered. The top pool was for reflecting on one's deeds. The middle... to ask for strength from the world. The bottom was for insight into one's future. Alright, let's reflect on our past in the top pool. The quiet drips and the soft glows in the cave lend themselves to a natural reverence. You drop to a knee by the top pool, expecting to drink from it, or when you see your reflection in the surface, your horns are back. You must be in your first century, not fully grown. You feel the cool wind from Inox's wings above you, and glance up to see Radomir slipping away from one cloud to the next, heading towards the mountains ahead of you. The few Val around you laugh at your wonder, calling you a dreamer. You smile. When you open your eyes, you are back in the cave. Your cupped hand is still poised over the pool, but the water has gone dark. The other pools are the same. You were gone a while, Valka says. Almost miss the laughs from your fighters. She tosses the bag at you. We found some food, probably tucked away by the Valka. Alright. Almost bad for sure. There are a couple of runs I gave up and just killed all until they stopped spawning. I've never done that, but man, when it gets that bad, you know it's bad. Where it's just like, fuck it. Fuck it, I'll just keep killing you until the game says, okay, you're done. They changed enemy placement in Scholar and made it way more annoying. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? What's going on here? You hear Volker ask a group of ravens. They're standing around a whimpering man on his knees. He kept whining about being hungry, one of the fighters says. We found these little glowing berries for him, but suddenly he's not hungry. Cut it out, you growl. Next time I'll make you eat whatever it is. You yank the man to his feet, and he runs off to join his people. You give no thought to his glowing footprints as he stomps through the berries. Alright. Most DS people will say, if you can, to play the original DS2 instead. How bad is it when people recommend base game Dark Souls 2? How bad? Think about that. You stop, turn your head, and open your jaw slightly to increase your hearing. What's that sound? You ask Volker. She only shrugs. It's quiet, you say. Yeah, it's quiet, you say. But like a beat or something. She listens for a moment and shrugs again. Maybe you're just not hearing us cooped up in that tunnel anymore, she says, watching the entire caravan move toward the incredible bones ahead. Can you imagine the beast that left these behind? He tries to find you down on your knees once again, grasping your head.
Lightning. White Tower. Who am I?
My guy, why are you seeing visions of you being Bellower? It's concerning. Don't you have to join that one covenant in the hub area to prevent the enemy spawns from running out? Oh, Covenant of Champions or something like that. I'll be honest, I don't know. In my Dark Souls 3 Let's Play, I made sure to like join every covenant and like max out all the rewards for every covenant just so I can get the lore items. Dark Souls 2, even in my own playthroughs, I never did that. Cause fuck. You blink rapidly, but everything is dark. A purple glow casts its light on the skin of someone next to you. You growl and instantly have Claw and Fang in your hands. Have you lost your mind? Valka whispers. Quit acting like a fool and put your axes away. Try to catch your breath and look around. It's the same depths curse stream, you say. The one over the tower. Clearer this time, but my hands. Zephyr approaches. Is everything okay? You look. Your face snaps towards her. Everything's fine, Valka. She studies your face, and then Volker, before saying, then we should keep moving. The air feels full of warning. What is going on with this boy? Wait, the Valka says quietly. Softly, you're stepping forward. Something's wrong. Listen. You feel more than hear a sound. Vibrations through the caravan floor, perhaps. Get ready for anything. Get ready for anything you say, and the ravens spread the word down the line. Each fighter drawing their weapons. Volker, you're getting us out of this one. Clear? She looks concerned. But before she responds, you see a movement over the rise in a massive cabin. It's a silhouette of a dredge force with large shapes they have never seen before. Oh dear. Yeah, right. I'm not gonna lie. I was real silent there for a hot minute because I was going through all that in my head. I was going through all of that in my head. Okay. Put you down here. Let's get you in the middle here. Do you watch the New Me? Or seen clips of her? I've seen clips of New Me. I've seen clips of New Me. I don't watch a lot, but I've seen clips of her. The eternal bottom. Because that's her life. She is a bottom. A hard bottom from what I've learned. Nani? I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, so I thought it was weird looking at Bellowa, but no, these are like legit dudes. They're legit people. What? What? The Sunder Eyeless. You can raise the fallen. We have to kill a fucking Sunder? Remember the part where the Sunder are basically meant to be like unkillable immortals? Oh, that's fucking huge. Oh, that's oh, that's huge. Oh, that's a big one. There was a video where she got exposed as a Vebe tier 3 sub because she went simp mode in Vay's chat and didn't know that you could check the sub tier. That's... wow. Wow. Okay. All I have to say to that is just wow. Oh my fucking god. You got deflected turn 1, my guy. Like I knew she was down bad, but goddamn, she's down horrendous. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you do that. And you don't do that. You do not do that. Where the fuck did he go? Oh, he like embodies the dead ones that he revives? My god. We need to kill this guy, and fucking quick like. I mean speedy like. Ilis is trying to bring the cave down on our heads. I can't stop her, but the Valka abruptly grows quiet and scans the people running for their lives. Just keep them together, Nichols. Or Nichols, however you want to say it. Here, Valka Zephyr. The young mender says, helping an older woman to her feet nearby. Zephyr grabs Nichols and whispers to him. The young mender's eyes grow wide but nod solemnly. He turns to you and says, thanks for making me feel like I had a chance. A large rock falls nearby, and he stumbles away, back towards Ilis. Nichols begins tracing patterns in the air. You yell for everyone to keep moving, tossing Joe to stop running around. When you look back, Zephyr is standing behind Nichols, tracing an alternate pattern. The young man glows for only about a moment, hair flapping as if a giant gust is blowing past him, and he crumples. Ilis grows quiet in the distance. You watch the form of the thunder shake and struggle to maintain its form. Then it fades, like snow blowing over a hilltop. For a few more rocks tumble down, and you grab the sagging Valka before she is crushed. Once you have met up with everyone else, you tally the numbers. The losses are not as bad as they could have been. I doubt that ended her, Zephyr says. And there are too many passages here which Ilis knows all too well. She's been tracking us. We need to leave these caves immediately. You pause and say, what did that mender boy... Zephyr turns ahead. We can discuss our Nichols sacrifice another time. We must move. He gives the command and no one hesitates to obey. I don't know what he did, but he gave his soul for some shit. Zora and uncertainty swirl across the Valka's face until she finally stands still. What? You ask. Things have changed down here, she says. Rocks have shifted, rifts have opened. I doubt Ilis did all this, but regardless, I'm entirely sure which path to take. Then get us to the surface. The Roka pauses, but I don't know where we'll appear, she says. We could wind up in Strand, but you level her with a look and say, it's better than being lost down here. Bulwark, all around us, Ralka shouts. You peer into the darkness and see something approaching that resembles a dredge, a morbidly warped dredge. Woman runs to grab her child, but the thing cleaves both of them with a strange weapon. The bodies blackened and twist upon the ground. Don't fall to those famed beasts, you shout, charging into the enemy. Oh, I've not used his points. There you go. Why can't I check the other one? Guess I'm gonna dodge with him. Fair enough. What the fuck is... Ooh. Oh, these are things. These are things. Stone Guard. Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck? Again? What the fuck? Have you seen any of the Numi clips where she says something and then a sub alert that perfectly refute what she was saying? No. No, I have not. Elaborate, sir. Elaborate for me, sir. You're gonna just hit me with goddamn most of my health right off the bat like that? That's rude. Man, these things are doing numbers. With their weird ass range attack, these things are doing numbers. What the fuck happened there? I attacked my own dude. Why did it do that? There's some shenanigans going on here. I don't know what happened there. Alright. What'd you have for dinner? I had pasta. I had some pasta and some chicken and shit. Didn't eat a lot of it though, I just really wasn't feeling it. Look up Numi realizes she's a cat girl if you want context, or Numi timing both will get you something that perfectly explains what I mean. Alright. Once we get out of here. Once we get out of the cave, I'll check. Is this the first time seeing the warped? It is. What the fuck are the warped? What the fuck was that? Moments pass while you calm yourself from the fight. What in the depths were those things? You ask, but no one answers. Navalka is using her spear to sift through the glowing remains, her face strained to hide her fear. Look, as she points to the edge of the end of the torch's light, to the side of the path is a wounded dredge stone singer. You draw your axes, but Zephyr begins to hum. The stone singer responds. Oh, so they can talk. Here we go. We can converse with them. Creature like nothing I've seen before. They look like some kind of dredge to me. So does this one. This one's a mender of sorts. You know one of these slags? I know quite well. I know quite a few. Volker gasps and you find yourself growling, but Zephyr ignores the response. We just catch you talking to a dredge now, let's go. She makes a dull noise, almost a hum. The stone singer responds in kind. He says greetings, and that he dreamed of you. All the clansmen and fighters back away and whisper. She's talking to it. She's fain talking to it. She's just, yeah, we can just converse with these fuckers. Ask her what the fuck those things were. Navalka again makes an unfamiliar sound like a skull trying to find the right tune, and the stone singer responds. He says they are a nightmare, then something about mercy, and he thanks you. Their language is difficult to me, but I can learn more from him once he is healed. And where do you plan to heal him? In a car on our way to Manahar. Not a fucking chance we're leaving. He is wounded and needs our help. All dredge are not the same. We've killed plenty, why help this one? He is not attacking. He could have valuable information. He is in pain, the list goes on. He might be trying to get close to the car. Trying to free the Sunder in the first place. The Ravens are already questioning why they've signed up for what to sign up for, without a dredge among us. You watch the Valkyr hum back and forth with the stone singer for a moment, before noticing the Ravens shaking their heads. If you take that thing with us, we'll lose Ravens and Clansmen as soon as we clear the cave. Yeah, no, we're not taking that with us. Rather, this is a mistake. We need information about the dredge, and he can provide it. I know the dredge have been an enemy for centuries, but this is bigger than the hatred of man, Vral, and dredge. Madam... That's a fucking dredge. We're leaving. Zephyr skulls and turns to Stone Singer one last time, murmuring a noise that is weakly returned. He implied he understands and asks for a quick death. She glares at you as you pull out her claw and honor the Stone Singer's last request. We're not taking that shit with us. That shit would fuck us up. Valka stops to weave patterns into her spear. Moments later, she looks even more confused. I cannot determine which path we take now. Valka gets in her face. Usually the nice one, Valka. But with those things down there, I'm past nice. Get us down here. Get us out. Zephyr holds up her hand. I do not mind choosing a path, but it will be a pure luck if it leads anywhere good. And let me choose a confidence. We're now in a fight. God damn it. I think only the Zephyr can. Or only Zephyr can. Or the Valka. I took him. So your playthrough will be different. What did you get for taking him? Yeah, Nation. He was harmless, and he would have been a unit in 3. Yeah, well. Yeah, well. Well. We're gonna get to the next stream, and you're gonna realize that I suddenly have a dredge on my team. You know what? Despite you, I'm looking this up. I'm looking this up. Let's go. So. So. Out there. So. Fair enough. Alright. We're gonna just speed run a little bit.
I've slept in caves like this for entire
We're gonna just speed run.
But there's something about this place. Something old. Unfamiliar. I don't like it. But I don't like all these humans on the verge of panic either. Maybe these dwellings up ahead will calm them down.
We're just gonna speedrun. Don't mind me. Do not mind me. Okay, we are just gonna... We're gonna just be quick about this shit. Actual immediate regret upon learning that, huh? Yeah, look. Look, don't worry about it, it's fine. It's fine. Going about our business, doing our stuff. And we just move on like it's nothing. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Lightning. White Tower. Who am I?
I'm hanging that over your head. Hey man, look. It has taken 1 game and a half for a little relapse of my OCD. I have taken every bad outcome. Every single outcome I have done, I have taken and just rolled with. This is the one that I am allowed to be like, nah, it's okay. I don't like how it gets an immediate turn. So you do 1 damage. 2 damage. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, we go again. Alright, this time let's not have problems. Oh, that's what that is. They fucking link damage. That's some fuckery. That's some fuckery right there. So when they do that, you should just not attack for a turn. Get diverted, ho. Imagine if that guy being kept alive was a story important and no one caused you to look it up. Yeah, well, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. It'd be also rude, because imagine I helping a bro out. That'd be rude of you. Why would you do that? Okay, the boys in the car. Raka stops the weep hands in despair. Yeah, can't get out. A low rumble comes from the car. The stone singer is saying something. His stone song has shown him the way. We'll soon be in our world again. A strange phrase, but there is nothing to do other than follow her lead again. The smell of fresh air alerts the entire caravan at the cave exit ahead. You went too far in bringing the thing with us, Bulbert, a raven shouts. We kill Dredge when we see them, not nurse them back to health. We've done with your bloody company. A good number of fighters and even clansmen from Bindle ran for the exit without looking back. Alright. Everyone continues moving forward. The fear of the warped, twisted creatures fresh in their mind. You notice something strange about the light coming from the exit. It's not pure daylight. Keep moving, the Valkyrie shouts to everyone, and then looks at you. Who knows what to expect north of the Wormscale Mountains now. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Is that the snake? Is that the darkness? What the fuck is that? Oh, never mind. Guess we won't figure out what the fuck that was. Ansem's ambition is the darkness within darkness. It looks like everyone's almost ready to move out, Ivor says, walking your way. We're about as patched up as we can expect to be out here. If you have any other business to handle before we leave, now's the time. He tosses aside a whittled stick, and I doubt we'll get out of here without talking to this old man again. I think his name's Josser. He seems like he's a temporary leader since the governor was killed. Alright, well. I think the bot isn't working or it's on my end. But first off, I would check, but I'm about to wrap up, so fuck it. Is there no market? There's no market. Okay, cool. It bothers me, there's no save option, just the load. But it is what it is. Alright. I successfully shamed him. No, you didn't. Shut up. Also, you asked for context about what I said, so watch the context. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's watch some context. What did you say? It was Numi. Numi realized she's a cat girl.
I'm not fucking cat girl, no matter what you guys say.
She looks so done. She looks so done.
Just do as we numbers, embrace the kitty Numi.
Y'all want me to just sing the
Not to
fucking
alarm
Nya
you, but
song
we've
while
got
I
4
drink
more
this
days
fucking
before
milk?
International
Huh?
Holiday Nyman lost.
It's because it's the last day of Nya Nya November. You guys want me to just embrace this shit, huh?
She just looks so fucking done. Right, when the timing's so good it stuns the streamer.
Ah, I see this plebeian quiz cannot comprehend the difference between a switch and a power bottom. Clearly this result is false.
I'm not a bottom. I gotta go.
I will give her model one thing. It is so good at looking fucking done. It looks so fucking... She looked so fucking done when that happened.
I'm not a shitter or a farter or a...
Shitting fighting. Shitting fighting. Little piss baby. Let's go.
Can we have one day where I don't have to be compared to a cat? There is nothing about me that screams cat, alright? I'm not wearing my cat outfit, okay? So, anyways, we're gonna be reacting to a bit of the vlog while I eat some, Chinese food, and, yeah. God damn it, why?
Alright. Alright, I was... Okay. Alright. Alright. She asked for this pretty much. Oh, absolutely. She walked right into that shit. I don't know what's going on, but have a good night. Catch you on Friday. Yeah, have a good one. Have a good one, Smokes. Oh, I'm going... My ass going to bed. This stream, thankfully, was not as much of a struggle. I thought it could have been real bad. I thought there was one fight we nearly lost, but I thought things were going to go bad. They didn't, thankfully. Alright, so I will see you Friday for words. My brain's shutting down. Fuck. Fire Emblem. And then Saturday, I guess Muga Man. Good old Mega Man. I gotta get through 8, and then 9, and then 10, and then we can move on to another Mega Man. Either X, Battle Network, whatever. Most likely X. Here's a question actually for the Mega Man fans in chat, and by that I mean hello. Mega Man Legends. What's up with that? I know Legends 3 was cancelled, and I know it got a spin-off game about Trombone, I think her name is. What's up with that? What's up with Legends? It might be a distant future of X, not sure. Okay. Because in my practically autistic desire to play the Mega Man games in order, I've never actually considered where I would slot Legends. So I don't know. That's gonna be done eventually, but that might be like, I don't know. It's a shooter in a way, and also a dungeon crawler of sorts. Okay. I'll have to look into this. I don't know where I'll get. You know what? Let me quickly just check. Let me just look at the Mega Man series real quick. Because where would I start it? I don't even know. Let's see. So we've got Mega Man, then Mega Man X, Mega Man X Zero, Battle Network, Legends, Battle Network, and Star Force are considered the same series. And that's when the Wikipedia ends. Yeah, so according to Wikipedia here, we got Legends, Trombone, Legends 2, then Battle Network. I might do that then. I might finish the OG, the Mega Mans, then go on to X. Not including the Gacha, because the Gacha doesn't count. Then from Mega Man X, I might go to Legends, then Battle Network, then Star Force, then Zero and ZX. That's how IBS is now. I'm looking. Hang on. Let me mute the game. Let me take off that and go to. Boom. Yeah. Legends, Battle Network, and Star Force are lumped together because, like, we have classic Mega Man, Mega Man X, Mega Man Zero, and ZX, and then we have Legends, Battle Network, and Star Force looped together in a single series. Just play Battle Network. You can postpone X7. I mean, that's a good idea. As long as the further I can keep X7 away from me. Why they lumped together, I have no idea. And yeah, the bot is indeed cringe. I gotta fix that. Alright. But yeah, they're lumped together for some reason. I'm not seeing any connection within the actual description of the series themselves. Like this, obviously a follow-up to Battle Network. That makes sense. Why Legends is lumped in with Star Force and Battle Network, though, I cannot see. No, I see nothing that connects them. Might just be the release date. Maybe, but like 2000 and then 2001, but then we look up here, the first Zero game is 2002. So like wouldn't they lump Zero with these? But no, they haven't. I don't know. That's genuinely strange. No, I have no answer for you. I have no answer. That's weird. I guess then what I might do is just go Mega Man X, skip this. Because I've resolved this being the final Mega Man game I play. This is the reason I'm doing it. So it will be the final. And then I guess I'll go to Legends 2, Battle Network. Nope. Yeah, I don't care, news. Go away. Yeah. Weird. Alright, well, anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. I'll figure out where I'm going to put Legends eventually when we cross that bridge. I know it's going to be Mega Man and then X. So, what you end up being disappointed in I expect to be. 1000% I expect to be. But I want to know. Also, like, isn't ZX Advent like actually like the last Mega Man game chronologically, as far as we know anyway? It may have been the latest release. I don't know. Actually, it's not released. I know it's not the latest release. So I don't know why I said that. Anyway, I'm going to bed. We'll find out what we're doing eventually in the 7 years when we get there. Peace.